All right, let's see what we got going on here. I see a big giant head. That looks about right. I'll square up my chair. I hear thematic music. I see a damn fine looking high elf pirate burglar named Dardanissa. She's level 106. She's blazing her way across Gondor. Let's see what we got here. In-game skins, Adventures After Dark. Okay. Chat's coming online. Good. Yeah, let's get rolling. Hi, everybody. I'm Big Ed Mustafa. I am excited to be with you tonight, and I hope everybody had a good week. And for those of you who get to celebrate Labor Day on Monday, I hope you're ready for a big old holiday weekend. And if you have to work on Labor Day, you should complain the whole time. Consider yourself entitled. All right. So, we're in an interesting position. We're doing group content in Gondor, but have kind of moved on to doing landscape content in Mordor already. Yeah, it's one of the interesting things about the level 105 content. It basically stretches from western Gondor to central Gondor to eastern Gondor to Far Anorian to Old Anorian to North Ithilien and to the Wastes, and that's a lot of ground to cover. So I went ahead and unlocked the Black Gate and have started poking around Udun. But we've been doing plenty of group content here in central Gondor and western Gondor, including hunting roving threats and warbands. It's been kind of fun. Also kind of fun, I have a bevy of new zero sugar drinks. This is one I actually drank a few weeks ago. It is Bark's zero sugar root beer. I liked this a lot, so when I bought the other two sodas I'm going to drink tonight, I grabbed another can of this. And in all fairness to our Pepsi-loving fans out there, their Mug Zero Sugar Root Beer is also delicious. I think both of those are outstanding products. They taste very, very good. And if you have to drink a soda with no sugar in it, those are two very delicious options. Antler booping in. Hello, Antler. Hope you had a good end to your week. Antler is on my list, however. He lives 10 minutes away from the park where the big air show is on Monday. Not planning on coming out this year. So I had already told Antler he should prepare for an entire year of verbal abuse for not coming out to my air show. You're going to miss out, Antler. We are raffling off another PlayStation 5 this year. And in fact, we found one brand new. The deluxe disc loading edition with the God of War game bundled in. And that's going to be one of our big raffle prizes again this year, along with a 40-inch high-def TV, smart TV by Vizio. We got another complete ready-to-fly airplane package worth about $330. Airplane, all the electronics installed, even the radio transmitter in the box with it. It's a really nice trainer package. And whoever wins that will get a free year's membership in the RC Plane Club so they can come out, take flying lessons, learn how to fly their new airplane. Should be a good time. Let's see if any of the other Fun Bunch members are online tonight. Yeah, looks like we've got a pretty good quorum, actually. Start sending out some invites. And I know a lot of you, it's payday Friday, you got a bunch of cash, you don't know what to do with it. You're like, I don't want to waste this on paying rent or paying bills. What can I do with it? You can donate it to Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. I will have to pop up the link real quick and paste it into chat. So let me do that right now so I don't forget. Forbin Kid checking in. Hello, Forbin Kid. So you can use that link to donate. Or, I knew what I forgot to do. Streaming is hard. I always forget to do something. But this will serve two purposes. That will remind you who the current streamer is, and that's the link to my Twitch homepage. And if you don't have a Streamlabs account or don't want to have to make a Streamlabs one to use the tip tool, you can just go to my Twitch homepage and use the donation link. All tips and all donations will be going to Make-A-Wish of Nebraska via the Omaha's RC Club. I will be keeping not one red cent, and in fact have been paying the PayPal fees and Streamlabs fees for anybody who donated. So if you donated $20, I am not passing on $17.78 of it. I'm passing on the whole $20. I think so far out of the $1,001 we've collected, I'm paying about $50 in charges, but I don't mind. I usually kick in every year for the air show anyway. Feeding Mrs. M normally generates a lot of cash for the club's fundraising efforts, because she's usually good for 2 or 3 hot dogs over the course of the day, several cold drinks. And even though I'm the guy who goes out and gets the hot dog donations every year, I make sure my wife and I pay for all of our food and drinks. And if anybody says, oh, you don't have to pay, I get mad at them. It's a fundraiser. Everybody has to pay. In fact, what was funny is a couple of years ago, one of our safety guys, who's actually a retired firefighter, was going to be working first aid. And he's like, well, we want to have some bottles of water to give away. I'm like, no bottled water for free. People have to pay. It's a fundraiser. Well, what if somebody gets overheated? And I told him, I don't care if they give away little Dixie cups of water, but don't give away bottles of water, because I didn't want people taking away from the concessions. And so we came to that agreement, but it was like, everybody pays. And I try to lead by example. I don't take anything for free when it comes to the air show. That's how you get $10,000 for Make-A-Wish instead of $2,200. If we all just wanted to go out there and fly and eat free hot dogs, we can do that any weekend of the year. Labor Day's for raising money for Make-A-Wish. So I appreciate everybody's assistance with that so far. You guys have been fantastic. We broke the $1,000 mark. I'm going to have to do a Mad Maggie Apex stream now. But that's okay. Mr. Ease 00 says, hello, good sir. Hello, Mr. Ease. And I sent out a bunch of invites, and so far only Forbin Kid has responded, so let me try that again. There's one for Egarther, and we'll send another one to Freelancer. And Egarther has responded.
I'm a first responder.
You are. So tonight's snack consists of peanut butter filled pretzels and Planters peanut and chocolate trail mix, all of which is good. The thing about playing this game, though, it looks complicated, but then so does every other
MMO. Did you tell anybody about the surprise that Sandy Stone gave us yesterday?
Nope, haven't mentioned it. Do I know what the surprise is?
Yes, we got. They made Before the Shadow free.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty exciting.
Which means now I can do Siege of Sarner.
Lucky. You mean Siege of Sirland?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
now that means the only content that I now don't have is only Gundabad and Umbar. So
For some of us, Forbin Kid, new MMOs is anything that came after Ultima Online. That newfangled stuff like Asheron's Call is just confusing to people. Ponton Finberry checking in. Hello, Ponton. Yeah, one of the nice things about Lotro, Mr. Ease, is that when you first start out playing the game, it's relatively simple. And what happens is as you level up, they add layers of complexity, like layers of an onion. Only instead of cutting through, they build it up. Maybe it's more like a layer cake. But the game starts out relatively simple, so you can learn the basic mechanics of it. And then it gets more detailed as you continue to play. So that I don't think you'll find the learning curve to be particularly overwhelming. One of the other games that I play and stream occasionally, EVE Online, is exactly the opposite, where it's so bafflingly complicated that a lot of people play it for 30 minutes and then give up and never touch it again. But those who stick with it find it to be quite engaging. So your mileage may vary. But one of the other great things about Lotro is we've got a terrific community, especially here on Twitch. People are happy to answer questions and help players out. And this is a particularly good channel for that. One of the reasons I like playing and streaming Lotro is because when I'm on Twitch, there's lots of smart people who can tell me stuff I don't know. So that helps out quite a bit. But I played EVE for 8 years on and off. If you've played EVE Online, there's nothing complicated about Lord of the Rings. This is
Tinker Toy compared to Eve.
Yeah, this is Fisher Price level compared to EVE Online. So, and they've made EVE more and more complex too. I logged in and somebody's like, "Why aren't you doing abysses?" And I'm like, I don't know what those are. So I'm still trying to refigure out stuff about EVE Online right now. I'd played all the way back to beta, and I go back occasionally. I'd subscribed for a long time, but moved on. Actually, RC flying was one of the reasons why I got so wrapped up with the club and flying RC planes all the time that I canceled my MMO subscriptions to Asheron's Call and to EVE because I was spending so much time at the flying field and at club meetings and doing different stuff. It was like I wasn't spending very much time gaming. That's what was nice about Lotro going free to play, was it gave me a chance to pick an MMO back up and play, like during the winter or when I actually had time, 10 or 11 o'clock at night when you're just, I don't watch hardly any TV except maybe for some NFL and college football. I'd rather be gaming. Was that a "why aren't you watching baseball" scoff I just heard?
No. If you don't want to watch baseball, I don't want you to watch baseball.
are you doing anything for the Husker game tomorrow?
I've got some friends that are getting together at the Caddy Shack at 120th and Blondo. If I can get away from Mrs. M long enough, I might go meet them and hang out. Have a Coke Zero, watch the game with the guys.
It will be yet several more years before the NFL begins to even think about
Regaining.
my interest.
Oh, okay. What are we doing tonight, gentlemen? I think we talked about doing something specific, and I don't remember what. Frodo Fraggins
Lebanon.
checking in.
Lower-
Are you watching ping pong?
Lower Lebanon, if I recall.
Okay, do we want to go unlock the rest of the roving threats here in Central Gondor? Or?
Yes, that's what you
Okay.
want to do, because Bria's got them unlocked,
Okay.
so she doesn't need to be here for that.
Sounds like a good use of our time.
There's not a large number of quests to get that. And then, of course, the East Gondor ones, there's no gate. First time you're in the landscape neighborhood, you'll get a vectoring quest to go visit the roving threat quest giver.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good time then. Let's go do that. I'll get some task items out of the way. Ooh, I've completed Friend to Pelargir.
So, where are we going?
I think we're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Okay.
Around Pelargir is probably a good starting point.
East.
Yep. Well, I think we're doing the eastern part
No,
of
west.
central Pelargir. No,
Yeah, Lower
Gondor.
Lebanon.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Okay.
And hello, Egarthur.
Good evening. Yeah, I was already starting that unlock sequence. That's back in Sarnhad, isn't it?
I thought it was Ost Anglet or whatever that town is where you pick those up.
Yeah, you go back and forth among those Ostangled,
Malbarth.
Lighthouse, Aerthir Lighthouse. Now that's actually where you get the repeatables and the roving threat quests. Is those two places. There's actually 3 places that have repeatables in that area. One is Arinos, which is a small town with no stable master that is north along the road of western Pelargir, along the river. You do like 3 or 4 quests around that area before you get the repeatable that's available there. I'm looking forward to this because I am still short on rep for Men of Lebanon. About halfway between ally and there's also 2 war bands around there. There's Vilosh and what's the other one? Vilosh is a full fellowship war band.
Oh, I laugh whenever I hear his name too. Shataz?
Yeah.
There's a funny story about somebody who's banned from Lotro Stream and I going over and hunting that war band and me just having a ball watching him get splattered over and over. And we'll say his name was Rem. And I would narrate it, he'd get squished, and I'd be like, "See as the noble and fair Shataz squashes the upstart Rem again. Watch his blood get spattered as Shataz spreads his guts all over the field." And the person I was playing with would just wail and going, "No!" It was quite humorous. It was all fun. He just didn't like getting wiped out by Shataz. It's a fond memory.
Bulleted it last night.
Yeah, it's not quite as easy to solo him if you're a quadriplegic, so there's always that.
No. Oh, I guarantee you can't solo him as a burglar.
I'll bet you're right.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of
But a
day.
heavy armor wearing melee character with exactly 1 ranged attack and a light war steed can pull it off.
Frodo wants to know why I'm not watching ping pong. It is the Paralympics tonight. I think Mrs. M was watching the ceremonies when she passed out on the couch. Ping pong does sound pretty spectacular, though. So I'm in Aerthir. This is one of the places I need to pick up a quest.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where you are on the chains. There might not be one available yet.
Well, I haven't done anything with that little town right outside of Lynn here. Yeah, I don't have any
Sarnhead.
quest circles here. Do I have to go back and light lanterns before I can move up?
Lantern.
Yep, that's what I just did a short while ago.
All
And then
right.
you go to Malbarth, and then you make your way to Ostanglebed.
All right. Well, I'm clearly in the wrong place then. Might explain why there's no quest rings.
But I'm hoping you know the answer to this because I can't pull it up in my mind. What is the name of the behavior of slurring the end of one word into the beginning of another? There's a term for that.
Alliteration. No.
Well, I mean, if you have two sounds that you slide together like that, it's called a diphthong.
No. So what you did was you were saying Ostanglebed, but you said it together so quickly it sounded like you said Ostanglebed.
Well, I couldn't remember the name of the town. I think I said Ost Angled or Ost Angel Bed or something. I don't know what I said.
The T of the first part sounded like it was belonged to the second part.
Ah.
Said it.
I'm gonna go check, see what this storm is like outside my window. I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
Grab something solid.
Question: does Will of the Willow scale?
Yes.
Yes.
We woke
Then
this
why
morning to
in
no
a
sun.
level?
No
I
light
have
of
it set
day.
to level 20, and yet I'm getting level 80 enemies.
Because it sometimes bugs out, just like
You didn't do
skirms
it.
do.
You didn't do it right.
Yep.
How many times did you walk past the horn before you picked it up and used it?
Hold on. I think I even see the horn.
Well, first of all, are you running it as solo, in solo mode?
Yeah.
That's the
that
default.
too.
Okay, then there should be a horn that allows you to summon an NPC, Marigold.
You just need to do what I do and Valar all your characters.
We've noticed that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the beginning of the entrance, there's a horn to pick up, and then it creates a auto skill widget that you click on in order to summon Marigold.
Yeah, well, fortunately, yeah, I'm not seeing the horn, even in the norm. I'm actually running it on a normal instance mode, but I didn't get its option for solo.
Well, solo and your level is the default. right? So in order to not run it solo, I mean, assuming you're not in a fellowship, right?
No, I'm
in order
not.
to,
What has become of our
so
lords
in
of the
order to
East,
not run
Highlander?
it solo, you have to change it to duo or 3-man. And then if you want to run it at some other level than your own, you need to change that too. And if you want to run it at something other than tier 1, you would need to change that too. So if you went with the defaults, you should be solo and your level. And you should have a horn to summon the NPC near the start of the instance.
So sometimes you actually have to take a step or two after the entrance
Yeah.
Will we ever
before
see
the
the sun
horn
again?
instantiates.
Yeah, it's one of those move forward and it suddenly materializes kind of thing.
I just took like 5 steps forward.
Yeah, but if you're already dealing with higher level enemies than you should, you need to leave instance and restart it.
Yeah, reset it.
And solo is not the default. 3-man is.
If you're not in a fellowship, it should default to solo. It does for me.
Okay.
This is Antler, though. He probably selected the full raid version.
No, I have the side 1 option clicked.
So,
In fact, I kick myself all the time because I intend to run it 3-man, and then I forget to change it, and then I see the horn. It's like, oh man, I meant to run this as a 3-man.
Antler's intent was to go full speed and try to ram them. It's usually what he does.
Ramming speed.
Exactly.
Roar the Will, level 20, tier 1, size solo. Traveling. Alright, I'm in the instance.
Should be on the ground.
Yeah, I am not seeing it.
Do you have floaty text on?
Yep, I toggled it on, I toggled it off and then back on.
All right. Do you want to try it as a duo? Because I think in duo you both get horns, right?
I would not know.
What I might do is just hold off on this instance for right now, and then I'll come back to it another time. I'm not gonna roll my head over it.
Okay.
There's not but
Do you have a
ill omens
key
these
set
days.
to select next
There's
item?
not but ill omens these days.
Or for that matter, just delete.
Everybody should have a key set to select nearest item and select next item.
The real question is, if you have Siege of Surland available, why would you be running anything else?
Now everybody has that if they're level 20 or above.
Singer
I know,
asks if
right?
we're winning Middle Earth tonight. Yes, we are winning.
We should celebrate by running Siege of Surland on our 150s at tier 12.
Absolutely.
Reaction. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I might hang up once I get my champion to level 95. I might hang him up.
I would like to actually do Siege of Surland on stream at tier 12 Delving, just so I can set the record for most swear words ever on Lotro stream right before being banned for life.
And so, guaranteed all of that, you want to go visit one of them travelers and set your difficulty to max too.
should-
When delvings are active,
Oh,
landscape
that's right. I
difficulty.
know. Yeah, yeah.
What you should do is make that like a very high next year or something. If you decide to do another fundraiser, make that one of your punishments.
I think I was thinking about doing Witcher 3 on the hardest difficulty level as a punishment. I think that would be pretty hilarious. Just playing it on the second easiest got me pretty darn ticked off. I've been done with that
It
for a
ends up
while, and
just-
Tux Ramus is still making fun of me.
It eventually just devolves into a corpse running exercise. You know, can you? How many feet can you make it from the res?
Siege of Surland, yeah. Yeah, that gets ugly pretty fast.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I beat it on tier 4.
Tier 4, yeah.
Tier 4 ain't nothing. We're talking mainly tier 12 here.
Says somebody without a max level character who's never done a delving
Yeah.
before.
Never done it.
I've actually thought about it. That's one of the reasons why I'm like, well, I'm working on leveling on my main on Craig Hollow a little bit, even though I've been neglecting him.
That's why you
People
just
running-
need to Valar your character so you can run delvings.
Worst
Absolutely.
reason to Valar ever.
I do have a level 120 champion on Craig Hollow that I'm not using, really.
You could run delvings at 50 on the legendary servers, the new ones.
Inquiring Minds checking in. Hello, Inquiring Minds.
The sixth man with delvings is also pretty punishing at high delving tiers. I mean, not so much Great Barrows, but things like Ode Valendil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nasty.
Also, if there's anybody else who happens to be in chat who streams, I don't call out lurkers, so if you don't say anything, I won't be calling you out, but I love shouting out other Lotro streamers. Just let me know if you want a shout out. Who knows, one of these days Freelancer and Bacchus might start streaming again.
Bacchus rebuilt his PC, and he said he's got some improvement.
Well, that's good. I think Freelancer just got busy with a lot of IRL stuff. But if you ever want a clinic on how to train up your Rocket League skills, Freelancer would be a good guy to watch. When was the last time you streamed, Freelancer? I know it's been a while.
I don't know.
A while?
Year and a half.
Yep, there you go.
Tux Ramus is streaming Lotro. Brought him up.
Yeah, we could certainly shout him
Yeah,
out since I mentioned him.
Druid's Fire.
You mean right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, friend.
Sweet.
Tux Ramus and Lariana are both terrific. And hopefully everybody here also knows Druid's Fire. Well worth a shout out.
Lariana will probably be on and off most of the weekend because most holiday weekends he's in a music playing group.
In Middle Earth, playing concerts here in Lotro.
Yes.
As is our friend TD Growl. We can certainly shout out TD Growl. So 8 of 8 on relics. I think there's more stuff I'm supposed to be doing in here. Oh, looking for Gondorians.
Burn the bodies. Or something. Bury them? No?
Burglar, he's just going through the pockets.
Just to see if there are any heirlooms that need to be put into safekeeping.
Exactly.
Hint, hint.
I guess it was burn the masts on the ships in this area. Not the bodies.
You have to click on some Gondorian corpses, but I don't think there's any burning involved.
That one say, store the heirlooms in a cache at Sarnhad. Okay. And I think the other one is ready to
It's
turn
not hard
in.
to find.
Oh, I'm just making sure I'm ready to head back and not missing anything. The other one is talk to somebody in Sarnhad. So we'll roll on out.
I thought of you doing this area when I did it and decided just to go around the building and do a bit of swimming.
Yeah, if you want to mention that Inquiring Minds, that would be cool. There is no lag.
Yeah, I was experiencing the same thing. Man.
I think the Saradrim Scout is a Time Lord. He keeps freezing me in place. It's very frustrating.
See, there are war bands and then there are rubber bands. He's one of the rubber bands. Alright, I've got, I'm up to Ost Anglebed. Anglabed, or however it's pronounced, and I have some Fama Aklam. So I'll wait until you guys catch up because that's more like a group-ish kind of thing.
It's pronounced Os Tanglebed.
My bed is pretty tangled,
Well,
actually.
there you go.
That's what she said.
Don't think you're using that right. I'm going to grab another soda. I'll be right back, y'all.
Cheers, stream live.
Okay, so the two new sodas I've never tried before. It is Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Spark. I have no idea what this is supposed to taste like. I do know the can is quite festive and colorful. So hopefully this is good.
Never heard of it. Never knew Mountain Dew had a zero flavor.
Yeah, they did. I did Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero Sugar a few weeks ago. And then I also saw Fresca Black Cherry Citrus. And of course, all Fresca is zero sugar. So regular Fresca is grapefruit flavored. This is all pretty good stuff. I don't know how the black cherry will work out. Should be interesting. TD Growl at Durthang Mordor. 8:31, 4 p.m. server time on Landerville. Cool. That's quite refreshing, actually. So the Fresca Black Cherry, that's interesting. The cherry comes across as adding a little bit of a slightly bitter finish to the grapefruit flavor. So sour and bitter might sound like an odd choice for a or for a soda, but it's quite refreshing. It's good. I rather like that.
Yeah, I like to flavor some of my beverages with a little bit of like berry pomegranate,
We woke this
which
morning
has a
to
bit
no
of a
sun,
bitter twist to
no
it
light
as
of
well.
day.
I like that combination.
There you go. The more you know. There is no lag. There is no
What has
lag.
become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
Hopefully this is my vectoring quest.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Speak to someone in Melbarth. Okay. Children of the Sisters. We ride for Malbarth and for glory.
There's naught but ill omens these days. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Thank you for posting that, Inquiring Minds.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder? Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
Also, thank you for the shout out. Sorry, doing 10 things at once. Trying to video whoever or whatever is eating my tomatoes. That's no good. You don't want anybody eating your tomatoes. You wait all summer for good, big, fresh, plump, ripe tomatoes, and then to go out to your tomato plants and find them all chewed up. That would be disappointing. Finished painting a Diablo 3D printed statue for your brother. Cool. So I need to find Arvith. Ginger checking in. Hello, Ginger, and hello, Cleavebeard. Boy, Cleavebeard, it seems like I haven't talked to you for a while. How have you been? Alright, there's my 4 scouts. I think Avarth is the guy who's down by the river, down the hill from the town, if I remember.
Yep.
If I turn left at that goat, I should be able to run right into him. And there we go. Two gone the other day and Limby broke, and then sometime between last night and today another tomato. If it is an animal, they're very clean. You think you got a neighbor picking your tomatoes? If it's a human, they need to knock on the door and I will give them a full meal. Made it here while the stream was still live for a change. Work sucks. Gotta make hay while the sun's shining, Clevebeard. I feel you, though. Turns out owning your own company keeps you busy. Oh, man, I gotta tell you. I owned my own video game store for a while. A partner of mine and I did. And we ended up not getting along after a while, and I let him buy out my half of the store. But, man, I remember how weird it was to go back to work at a job and be like, I get days off. I get to not think about work 24/7. Yeah, it was a little bit of a relief. Anybody who thinks owning your own business is super easy and you get to be your own boss and it's all chill, you have no concept. It is worth the extra effort, though. It's just not easy. Now, if I cold not catch the bad fish, been trying for years not to catch it. Oh, good luck with that, Clevebeard. Was it ever determined that that's mathematically impossible? Good fish, bad fish?
Not impossible, but highly, highly, highly unlikely.
I greet you, friend. Well met.
I would say you might be better off buying a lottery ticket for the Powerball, then winning it, of course, buying a majority stake, controlling stake in EG7, and then just telling SSG to give you the title.
That does sound more plausible.
Among other things.
I calculated the odds of you have a better chance guessing somebody's phone number than winning the lotto.
Clevebeard says he's come close. Oh, Inquiring Mind says, I know it sounds silly, but I just feel icky about it, not knowing which it is. I'm crazy, I know it. No, better to know who's swiping your tomatoes. Ooh, a treasure cache. Jealous?
Booby trap the
Thought so.
tomatoes.
I heard it said the burglar.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I was gonna say, couldn't you just spike the tomatoes and then the next time they come by?
There are a lot of stories about Americans tormenting the pickpocketers in Paris over the Olympics. That was pretty funny. They had booby-trapped wallets that like give you a shock, and I think one dude had a wallet that was lined with razor blades all along the outside.
Ooh,
And-
I felt a tingling sensation in my back pocket. I wonder what that is.
Yeah, the pickpocketers in Paris were like, yeah, avoid Americans at all cost. I don't know how much of it was actually true, but it made for good YouTube shorts.
It was true. The Paris police were threatening to arrest anybody who they caught booby trapping. So that's when you know it's true.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
Hey, how dare you harm our thieves?
Yeah, those are the guys that are paying us when they get caught. Don't be taking them off the street and cutting into their earnings.
Well, I mean, so I understand setting up a booby trap is against the law.
In France.
If it does physical harm, no, in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like somebody was having thieves guy who owned a restaurant had thieves coming in through the ventilation system, and he set up a booby trap and it caught somebody, and they ended up dying in there. And nobody knew it until, of course, there began to be a extra
Yeah.
smoke aroma.
There is a crazy story
Yeah.
here. Antler can confirm it. There was an employee at a grocery store over in Council Bluffs, Iowa, just on the other side of the river. And he disappeared, and nobody knew what happened to him. And like 12 or 15 years later, they were demoing the store. And they went to pull out the walk-in freezers. And this, I don't know if he was a teenager or he was just a little older than a teenager. But he'd been hanging out in the store, and he would get on top of the roof of the between the freezer and the refrigerator unit, and he fell back behind him and got stuck and died back there. And they found his body like more than a decade later when they were tearing the store down. Do you remember this story, Antler?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I greet you, friend.
It sounds like urban legend, but
I
it was
greet you,
actually on
friend.
the news here. That was pretty crazy. You always hear of people getting stuck in chimneys. Yeah.
Yeah, the kid. You remember that one kid that was playing around a construction site in Elkhorn a few years ago, and then he had a dirt pile got piled up on him?
Not particularly. That happens just about every year to different construction and excavation workers, though. They'll be digging a trench or something, and something will collapse, and somebody gets buried alive, and or survives or doesn't survive, depending on how things work out. So booby trapping is bad, but I know leaving glitter bombs for people who take Amazon packages off of porches has gotten pretty popular too.
Who
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
like glitter?
I don't. I won't open up a letter in my house now if it's got glitter on it.
I always like the stories about like gender reveal parties that like catch houses on fire and stuff.
Well met.
Inquiring Mind says, with my luck, I would get sued. Better not do that. Exactly. I'll just set up a camera, no trap. That'll work.
Just inject the tomatoes with something that tastes really bad.
Diet Pepsi.
I had anything. So Mark Rover, the glitter bomb master, he began working with some anti-scammers to defeat a bunch of the scamming systems based
This
in India.
darkness is a weight on my mind. There's not but ill omens these days.
They had enough. They had enough intel from various sources, including some official U.S. intel agencies. They were able to locate the specific buildings and what floors of what buildings that these people were operating from, and they had a master hacker get into their camera system. So they'd be talking to one of them and start describing what they were wearing and how they were moving, and really freaking them out. Plus they were getting the console data, so they had the person's real name. So they'd be saying, "Oh, my name is Leo." Says, "Okay, Pratel," and they go, "What?" And then eventually they send a bunch of gifts to one of these places. And so there was a letter sent to the supervisor that said that all of their workers would be getting a gift box, but they were to all open them at the same time. 25 glitter bombs go off at once. And these aren't just simple glitter bombs. Mark Rober does a glitter bomb. It's like 1.5 pounds of glitter, and it's got this a funnel-shaped thing that's got spiral splines in it. And when it's open, the motor goes off and spins this thing up really fast. So it spreads the glitter in a like 18 foot radius immediately.
It's in the
If anybody
hall.
wants to see some of his best work, just look up on YouTube, like Glitter Bomb 5.0. I think he's actually gone higher than that. But the 5.0 Glitter Bomb is epic. The box has all kinds of things going on. It's actually got 4 little cameras, 4 little phones. The phone parts are disabled, but the cameras are active, and one of the phones is active, and there's a built-in playlist that it plays with the sound of a police siren, and then a like public service announcement, and various other things.
Pyramid
And then of course
contractors experience and certify.
another little motor that has a cam on the end of it, and the cam rotates and repeatedly pushes the top of a little spray bottle of fart smell spray.
Oh, time for an air show ad. Here we go.
Well, air show. It was at Standing Bear Lake today.
KTV News Watch 7's Matt Brown shows us how the effort helps raise money for children.
Engines roar to make these radio control planes soar. For the nearly 200 members of the Omahawks RC Airplane Club, taking to the skies is a common occurrence. But today is no ordinary day for these hobbyists.
This is the one day where we've got a good opportunity to give back and just spend some time with the community in kind of an open house environment like this.
The Omahawks annual Labor Day Air Show raises money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The event is in its 43rd year, and organizers say they have been able to raise more than $100,000 over the years. The money helps Nebraskan families like Dr. Nelson's.
And he was 9 years old. My youngest son, Billy, was diagnosed with a rare and vicious cancer.
Billy wanted to go deep-sea fishing in Hawaii, and Make-A-Wish was able to make that happen.
All of the details, all of the pressure was taken off of the parent and just handled by Make-A-Wish.
Dr. Nelson says he always comes to this event to help give back to the charity that helped his family. He also says his now adult son is cancer-free and starting a family of his own.
If you missed all the fun this year, organizers say it is never too early to start planning for the next one. In Omaha, Matt Brown, KTV News Watch 7.
There you go. There's the Labor Day Air Show. And as Epic Games TV said, I'm world famous. I am delighted anytime I appear on the news without the words armed and dangerous under my name. It's a good thing. But we are getting very close to Monday's air show. I finished up the music. Today was just chaos because as soon as I got to my desk and started looking at my phone, it was like, hey, Ed, yeah, I don't like the music you picked for this one segment. Can I get this other song instead? Sure, I'll take care of that. And somebody who's not even a member of our club messaged the club president like 2 days ago going, yeah, I know it's getting pretty close, but I was thinking I wanted to maybe fly in the air show. Can I have a segment? I'm like, yeah, we'll make a segment for him. So I rearranged one of the segments for this pilot. He's got a big, cool aerobatic plane with smoke oil and the whole 9 yards. So it's like, all right, Mike can have this segment here. We'll do that instead of what I had scheduled. And then I made a joke about him, as long as you fly to anything but country western music. And he's like, I like country western. I just don't want to fly to rap. And I looked, and one of the songs I had picked out for his segment was Party Like a Rock Star by the Shop Boys. And it's like, yeah, he probably thinks that's a rap song. So I had to rearrange the music for his segment. And then one of the other guys decided he wanted a different version of the same song that he had planned for one of. It's just, I've been rearranging the schedule. I've been rearranging the music. But we're that close to launching the Labor Day Air Show. So you've still got time to contribute if anybody out there wants to donate. Let me get that link in chat again for you guys. It's just, I feel kind of bad because I know I've barely mentioned that I'm doing this fundraiser, and I've hardly popped the link at all, and you guys probably didn't even know about it. But yeah, I think Ed should live stream from the air show. I don't know. I mean, if I don't have somebody running the camera for me, it wouldn't be very compelling. And it's actually pretty hard to catch the airplanes in any kind of enjoyable view. I'd very much like to either live stream or at least record the air show sometime. It's 4.5 hours long, but it's pretty spectacular. It's a really good time. Just need the backpack Twitch uses. That would be okay. So, yeah, if anybody wants to donate, it would be much appreciated. You don't have to donate a big amount. Just $2, $5, $10, whatever you'd like. And if you don't have a Streamlabs account, you don't want to use the tip tool that I just provided the link to, you can just go to my Twitch homepage. Awesome. Thank you for whoever threw that at me. Hopefully it's not Forbin Kid. It was Forbin Kid. Forbin Kid! Holy cow. Every time I post the link, Forbin Kid donates. So thank you very much. I appreciate your generous support, my friend. And it is appreciated. So, yeah, the proceeds all go to Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. The club works really hard to put on the event. And I do the planning and organizing of a lot of it. But there's a lot of people helping out with different things, too. And it just feels good every year when we get a hand $4,500, $6,000, $7,000 over to Make-A-Wish. And you talk to the families and you get to interview the Wish recipient kids, and it's just, Make-A-Wish does a lot of good for a lot of people. And for
What is the meaning of this?
almost everybody in the United States, the odds are that somebody you work with, somebody in your extended family, somebody that you go to church or temple or synagogue with, you probably know a Wish recipient family somewhere. And they touch so many lives. And the fact that Greg Nelson, who they interviewed on that news broadcast, he's just a flying buddy of mine. I had no idea his son was a Wish recipient. But I told the story a few weeks ago. I don't remember what Greg used to do for a living, but after his son's cancer incident, Greg got really interested in medicine, and he went back to school in his 40s and changed careers late in life and became an MD. He's a family doctor, a general practitioner here in Omaha now. And some of the club members, he's their doctor. And that's kind of a cool story in and of itself. So, yeah, the people that you meet through Make-A-Wish are just really unique and special, and there we go. Epic Games coming in with a donation. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the support. I wanted to be third. So, and I've talked about the impact that y'all have had on last year's fundraiser, and you will on this year's fundraiser again. The amount of money that we've raised here makes a big impact on what the club's able to do. We've been able to get the raffle prize donations up significantly, and the raffle ticket sales have improved significantly. We were able to get matching funds from a very large corporation on part of the donation from last year, and it made a big impact on our bottom line. And we needed it to replace some of the money that we used to be able to raise raffling off a chance for a ride in an actual World War II P-51 Mustang. And that plane is not here anymore. It is in Florida, and we don't have the option of giving away rides in a P-51 Mustang. That was very generous for them to donate that for 3 previous years. But last year was the first year we didn't have that available. And I think a lot of the club members were expecting us to have a big down year. And because you guys came through like you did, we had our second biggest year ever in the history, 44 years of the Labor Day Air Show. This is the 45th year that we've done it, the 40th to benefit Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. And you guys had a huge impact last year, and it's a huge help again this year. So thank you to everybody who's contributed. I'll be collecting through the weekend, and then Monday's the air show. So if you don't get a chance to donate tonight, I'll be playing World of Warships on Sunday. I'll probably be playing and streaming Apex tomorrow night. Man, I love it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you
It's great you're doing
adding.
this, Ed. Good luck on Monday.
Indigo 208-298, thank you for the donation. Very generous. We had our monthly club meeting tonight out at the field, and I was showing the guys the final schedule for Monday and talking. And one of the things that they were blown away about, they knew that I have a Twitch channel and that I get on here and ask you guys to help out. But last year I had a donation or two from the UK. And this year I've had at least one donation from Australia. And the idea that our model airplane club in Omaha, Nebraska can be getting donations for Make-A-Wish from, across the Atlantic or on the opposite side of the world really kind of blew away a lot of the guys. They had no idea. So it's the amazing thing about Twitch is being able to have a local impact but a global reach. And it's just really appreciated. We talk about how we have the greatest community here on Twitch and how special Lotro is in that regard. And you guys have proved it for 2 years running. And we've done other fundraisers. I like to help out with the Extra Life fundraiser that's coming up here in a couple months. And I know a lot of streamers who were happy to participate and contribute to the Walk for Sally. And that was a lot of fun. And it's those special events and everybody working together on stuff like this that just really helps the Lotro community shine. And I can't thank you all enough for contributing and helping out with that stuff. I thought we were supposed to be fighting Corsairs out here, Egarther. What are we doing?
Oh, you have that quest?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's one of the repeatables.
Yeah, I did that one. Well, that version I think isn't repeatable, but then it unlocks the repeatable. Perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, defeat Corsairs outside of Os Tanglebed. Did we ever figure out what that's called when you run two words together in an odd way?
I think it's usually called drunkenness. In my case, it wasn't.
Oh, I'm out of Black Cherry Fresca. That was quite good, I have to say. So again, the next soda up is Mountain Dew Zero Spark. Yep. So we'll give this a shot. I have no idea what this is about, but it's a spectacularly festive and colorful can. Ginger says tiredness. Gippio checking in. Hello, Gippio. Gippio was very much hoping I'd get to $5,000 raised so he'd get to watch me eat balut. If I hit $5,000, that was going to be my punishment. And a balut, for those of you who don't know, is a fermented duck egg that still has an unhatched duck chick inside of it. And they're considered a delicacy in the Philippines and considered amazingly nauseating gross by most Westerners. So, Gippio, right now, it will cost you $3,783 to make me eat balut. Grab your Visa card, buddy. Nothing particularly wrong with Mountain Dew Spark. It basically tastes like a lemon lime soda or a Mountain Dew with just some random berry flavoring mixed in. It's not particularly distinctive. It's just kind of a muddy, sweet flavor. It's fine. It's drinkable. I don't know I'd go out of my way to buy it again. But if somebody was like, hey, are you thirsty? I've got this Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Spark. I'd be like, yeah, okay, fine. But I suppose if I were trying to rate it a little more empirically, it's much better than Diet Pepsi. I would probably still drink it ahead of a Diet Coke. But most of my usuals, I'd much rather drink a Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper. So there's 6 Corsairs. What else are we looking for? Oh, we got to go over to the Herodrum camp across the river?
Yeah, whenever you're ready to go to Thama Aklan.
Yeah, and then call forth and defeat the leader of the Herodrum at that place. We ride for that place and for glory. Zinger says the term Elysian, that could maybe fit the bill. Thank you for looking that up, Zinger. Zinger's smart and stuff.
That's not exactly it. That's liaison.
Yeah.
It's a modification of the word liaison. Liaison.
And not Elysian?
It's not what I'm looking for. I'll if I hear it, I'll remember it.
It's a phonetic term.
Yeah. It's not a formal. It's not a formal thing.
Oh, it
It's
isn't?
almost a
Okay.
mocking term. Kind of like when people mishear song lyrics, they call it a mondegreen. That's not any kind of an official linguistic term.
I want a horse with longer legs so I don't float away down the river.
Or any 5-inch deep stream, right?
Yeah. I don't know, Big Ed went right through that stream and I was swimming.
All right,
like
I want to test something, guys. In theory, when I'm in steady balance, I have stun immunity. So let me see if that actually works. Yep, I was not stunned because I was in balanced.
Hope that's not Gippio coming in with a $3,800 donation. Gippio came in with $25. Thank you, Gippio.
What were you trying to be stunned by?
Half troll.
By the half troll. He stunned Forbin Kid. He didn't stun me.
He stunned me, and I was way back from him.
But when my balance meter is in the middle, I have stun immunity.
Right.
Which is a nice thing about mariners.
That's pretty
these
cool.
trolls are awful for stunning. Yeah.
So is RuPaul if she's in a sequin gown. Very stunning.
Don't call him she.
Fabulous.
I think if RuPaul's performing, she's she, but if he's in his street clothes, he's he.
I have never heard him refer to himself as a female.
Oh, okay.
Just because he looks like it.
I have to confess, being a lifelong Nebraskan, my exposure to drag culture is limited.
Oh, as is mine. I'm just saying I have heard him speaking to people before, and whether he was dressed as a male or a female, I don't think I've ever in the feminine.
So that stun immunity is going to make these dailies real easy. As long as I can keep my balance.
So, would the easiest way to just set up your attack cycle with a forward and a backward and a forward and a backward?
I pretty much do that anyway. I'm not into the heavy fore or the heavy aft. I usually do a balanced approach anyway.
He did not make it. We have more bad guys in here.
Go ahead, try to stun me.
Your kung fu is no match for mine.
Kill enough.
Kipio, thank you for your donation.
Another milestone today. They were on sale.
Oh.
25% off.
Ooh, you should have bought it with Mithril coin.
Never a bad investment. Oh, we got more over here to kill.
The traveling skills,
Are we looking for orders? I don't know I ever got any.
I got my orders.
Are they from the one
looting
place,
the
like
corpse.
the master?
No, from looting the corpses.
What's it called? Under the Shadow? Constricted offense? Do you know?
I think it's constricted offense. What does... I can't see your stream right now. What does it say under that quest for you?
Oh, it says, but you were unable to find any orders. You should return to the steward. Okay. I never found orders, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's kind of a mind fake. You search for orders, but you never find any.
Okay. Wait, let's murder this guy and check him, too, for no reason. Oh, he doesn't even glow now. Alright, let's head back. We ride for Os Tanglebed.
We take milestone.
Nice. Lucky.
Oh, we take the right one.
So, referring back to what I said before, I'm on kind of a kick about the Mithril coin option for the hurried and returning traveler skills and milestones. If you do the math, it turns out that it's actually cheaper.
Cheaper than free?
Well, if you do a fair comparison, either both of them are not on sale or both of them are on sale, then it's cheaper to use Mithril Coin if you're buying 2 of those skills or more, because there's a bulk discount for Mithril Coin, and there isn't for the travel skills.
Yeah, I remember you saying that about a year or so ago, I remember. Now that you bring it up.
Yeah, I've been harping on about that for a while. I even
Hey, Tommy.
posted in the forum in response to the promotions post that Cord
Hello,
does.
Silent Will.
I said, by the way, it's actually cheaper to do it the other way. So.
Big Ed, how's it hanging in some tragic ass rate at the moment at like an hour in? Oof. That sounds time consuming. Not as time consuming as doing the rift with me. Yes, dear. Mrs. M would like me to go turn on her fan.
What is the meaning of this? Why do you interrupt me? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this?
We have to go talk to the people.
But they're Gondorians. Ew. I mean, they haven't even slept for days.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
Doliel is fearful of the heirs.
Will
Kelleroth
we ever see the sun again?
is intrigued by the idea of a new king of Gondor.
Why do I feel like a pollster?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Thorgan only seems interested in surviving the war. Ooh, bone carvings. I'm known to Lebanon. See anybody up here to talk to? Are they all down below?
Yeah, I don't think any of them are up that high. At least I didn't have to go up to that terrace.
Hello, Marion.
What strange darkness covers the sky?
Marion is uncertain but
Librarian?
recalls folks loyal to Castamere in her line. They must all be on that mid-level. I don't see anybody down here either.
Who are you looking for?
The fifth person I need to talk to. I'm at 4 of 5.
There's one outside the hall door just to the left, if that tucked way back in the corner.
I'd like to think that I saw them.
Doll?
Yeah, I think so.
Doll L?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Apparently you can go into the jail for some reason.
Yeah, there's some prisoners there you need to talk to.
Okay. Not yet, though, apparently. Now I'm annoyed because I looked down here and didn't see anybody with a ring. Oh, there he is. There's number 5.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies. Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies. What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
Search for signs of treachery.
I'm also known to Lebanon.
I should be good at this because I'm always searching for signs of Mrs. M's treachery. Who spilled this mineral oil all over my bathtub? Why is there so much ground glass in this Coke Zero? Singer says, Music Man is so good.
Somebody heard that.
You're not going to get much past Singer. He's pretty quick. I've still never seen it, and we own it on DVD.
You've got to be... No. Okay, this is a holiday weekend. You have to stop everything else at one point and watch the Music Man.
Yeah,
Two-
because Ed has nothing else going on this holiday weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say two problems with that. One, it's not a holiday for Ed, and two, I don't know where it is. I've got all of our movies and music still packed away. Because again, hate my apartment complex and would like to move when I'm not unbelievably busy.
Oh, man. So you know what Ed's problem is? He doesn't know the territory.
Exactly.
He doesn't know the territory.
What do you need?
Well, why doesn't somebody look up which streaming service has it, and maybe I can watch it without having to dig through a bunch of boxes?
Oh, this is intolerable.
Tubi has it for free.
Okay. Although having to sit through commercials would probably drive me to the brink of insanity. That was, man, one thing about having Netflix for as long as I've had it, I've got zero tolerance for commercials and have not had any for a long time. Ginger says, what movie was that?
Music Man.
See, Ginger hasn't seen it either. She mostly just watches films directed by Tobe Hooper.
Can a minstrel
Question
play a
somebody's
trombone?
American citizenship if they haven't watched it.
I beg your pardon.
We must uncover treachery.
I think there's trouble in Ostanglebed City.
Exactly. So again, for tonight's soda reviews, Bark Zero Sugar, delicious. Fresca Dark Cherry, very good and refreshing. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Sparks is drinkable. It tastes a little bit like I poured some of Mrs. M's Crystal Light into a Diet Dew. It's probably as good a way to describe it as anything else I can think of. I've had worse. Like I said, it's better than Diet Pepsi. It's better than Pepsi Zero Sugar, which is better than Diet Pepsi. And I'd probably, yeah, it's even better than Diet Coke. And Diet Coke falls on the barely drinkable scale.
So when you say I've had worse, I mean, the bar's pretty low for anybody who's ever had the misfortune of tasting a tab.
It's better than Diet Right Cola. To pick a non-Pepsi product that I dislike. Which is odd because before Coke Zero came out, I would have considered Diet Right and Diet RC to be two of the more drinkable Diet Colas. YouTube, Google Play, Fandango at home, Amazon Prime Video, all $2.99, Apple TV $3.99. Thank you, Inquiring Minds, for searching for Music Man.
So here's what happens in my head. I just went from the Music Man, which includes a little boy who grows up to be Opie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you said RC Cola, and both of those things lead me to Andy Griffith.
Okay.
Because one of his greatest sketches of all time was RC Cola and a moon pie.
Did Opie grow up or grow down? He must have
Well,
been
you
awfully
know,
young.
well, his character of Winthrop in the Music Man is younger than Opie.
Opie couldn't throw a stone worth a hill of beans, so somebody had to throw the rock into the water for him at the opening scene.
I can say that he never became any better of an athlete than that.
Cleavebeard says, I'm still thinking of the glass shards in the favorite drink. Should have done that. Mrs. M should have done that to me. Ron Howard started doing movies about 4 years old.
Yeah. Do you believe that his brother has been in twice as many movies as he has?
I believe. No, I should have done that to mine. We don't encourage putting ground glass in people's food here at Lotro Stream. Please don't do that.
What has become
Although
of our
speaking
lords
of
and
ground
peace, I
glass,
wonder?
if I don't go turn the fan on for Mrs. M, I'm going to be in trouble.
Corsairs,
And I'm
strange
almost ready
armies,
for a Coke
now
Zero,
darkened
so
skies. Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
now would be a good time. Cheer stream hype. Be right back, y'all. Pookie, did you want me to turn your fan on for you? And we're back. Singer says 5 minutes later she'll be too cold. Yeah, you're not wrong. You don't have to put ground glass in your ex's drink or food, Cleavebeard. Karma will catch up to her. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Aranos can be found east of Ostengelbed. And
Yeah, if you're at West Pelagier, you can just leave through that exit and then go north along the water.
Yeah, but you're going to want to go to Launter anyway, so it's kind of on the way.
oh, Aranos is the town that got wiped out?
No, Launter is.
Okay, or Lornost?
Launcher's the ruined town.
Lornos, sorry.
That's okay. Well, let's go to Lornost then. So we like killing orcs.
Yep. There isn't much to kill in Lornost.
Oh, okay.
But if you like quests that involve snatching floating pieces of paper, it's wonderful.
Everybody loves that.
There's only a couple. It's not like that one in the Lamron.
Or Spring
Sure.
Festival.
Or the anniversary one in Bree.
Anniversary, yeah. Or Midsummer.
Just click on it, run somewhere in the area, and click you or whatever you use font key is.
Discovered Lornost. You've arrived at Lornost and should investigate the sacked settlement. Completed Central Gondor under siege. New deed, Explorer of Central Gondor. We will check the corpses for snacks. Singed paper. Corpse full of snacks. Singed paper. Adorned chest. Did you use all your codes to get the mounts, Drake, Dragon Portrait, and Morale Power? I haven't used any of that stuff, actually.
Yeah, one of the mounts you have to be a subscriber to actually consume.
Boo.
Just kind of irritating.
That sounds like an anti-Big Ed Mustafa move.
But according to the official statement, if you're not a subscriber, you can keep the item and use it when you become one.
That does seem fair.
Or if you become one.
The dude with the spear in him doesn't have anything for me. Well, I think I have to get one more useless piece of paper before I can collect the actual. Maybe that's what it is. I've only seen 2 of them flying around, though. Here we go. This paper details an offer of peace to the people of Lornost. Now let's see if I can go click on the dude with the spear in his belly.
Shish kebab.
You discover a slain man with a note speared to his chest. Crafted by the people of Lornost, contains a determined refusal to surrender.
What? Might have to use the stuck command. Phone, you can't get up.
There we go. Now I got the pop-up for Woe the Willow.
Thank goodness. Arano still free of the Corsairs.
I greet you, friend.
Hello, Glathril.
Well met.
Talk to Cairn. Hello, Cairn. Where are you at? There he is.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
You might even say it was a dawnless day. This Corsair's fallen and can't get up. Ginger, have a good night. Get some rest. Hopefully we'll see you more this weekend. They appeared to have died from misadventure.
What news do you bring, traveler?
I bring good tidings of great joy. Alright, while I'm riding back to Os Tanglebed, let me pull up another video that I'm not in. Let's take another look at some airshow stuff, shall we? Very loud car ad.
Is that an ad for a car that's very loud or an ad for a very loud car?
It's an ad for a car that's very loud. And this will actually set up a funny story, even though I'm not in this video.
Labor Day, the last 4 decades, these sights from the skies have soared above Omaha. As our Marlar Lundak reports, the airplane enthusiasts and spectators in West Omaha also served a much larger purpose.
Despite a windy day in the metro,
smaller things don't fly as well in the wind, obviously.
The Omahawks Radio Control Club welcomed hobbyists, beginners, and fans to the runway for their Labor Day air show.
If it flies and it's remote control, that's our club.
It's an event that's been happening for the past 44 years. Every year, it brings new pilots and new flights. And every year, you'll find Skip Brown here.
My dad and I joined together in about 67, and I soloed when I was 10 and 68.
Brown has been an avid flyer ever since, and it's always been a family affair.
My sons fly. We taught them to fly. They wanted to do it, and my grandsons want to. So that'll be 4th generation.
The air show is free, but funds from raffle ticket and food stand sales all go to the Nebraska Make-A-Wish Foundation.
They were a huge help to us when he was battling cancer and going through treatment. To have something to look something positive to look forward to was just hugely important.
Marshall Clark is a stage 4 kidney cancer survivor. He and his dad, Travis, come to the air show to support other families like theirs.
We know what the struggles are like, and so being able to do anything to help other people who are going through the struggle is a huge help.
They say support from the community and the Omahawks is inspiring.
You know, them being out here and being so generous with their money, they're literally granting a wish today of a child who's going through a life-threatening illness, and that's just huge. It's huge.
On your side at Standing Bear Lake, Marlo Lundak, 6 News.
Okay, so the funny story, the reporter who introed this interviewed me and Lauren Pillar from Make-A-Wish. This was, man, it's probably been 10 or 12 years now. And we go walking into the TV studio, and I met Lauren, and we parked outside, and we were kind of walking in together. And I worked with her for a few years. I didn't know her super well, but I knew her well enough just from past conversations. And we're walking in to go get interviewed, and we're not quite in the TV studio. And she turns to me and she goes, "Man, I'm kind of nervous." And just out of the blue, just because I'm me, I'm like, "You should be nervous. I'm going to tell everybody that you're my fiance." And she turns kind of beet red. And the whole time we're being interviewed by the news crew, she's not nervous at all because she's not even thinking about being on TV. She's thinking about what Ed's going to say on live TV. And we get through the whole interview and stuff, and we're just kind of laughing about it. Well, Mrs. M and I would occasionally run into her out in public. And one time we were going to the College World Series, and we're walking into the stadium, and all of a sudden I hear, "Ed, hello!" And I look over, and I'm walking with my wife, and there's Lauren. And I'm like, "Hi!" And we stopped, and we're chatting in the parking lot, and I'm like, "It's just so great having my fiance and my wife both here with me. It's nice for all of us to be together." And she just started laughing. It was, yeah. Yeah, as soon as she realized there's no telling what might come out of my mouth, even on live TV, she quit being concerned at all about being interviewed on the news. It was all about, oh my God, what is Ed going to say? It's good to have that kind of power.
Are you headed to Hatakebir?
No, am I supposed to be? I thought we were just going back to Ostengelbed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I've got to go back to Ostengelbed, and I stopped to chat while I was running the video. That's
okay.
my bad.
All right.
It's for the
I'm
children,
waiting
Garther. It's for the children.
Just letting you know, I'll wait because this is, again, kind of a groupish kind of thing.
Okay. What do you expect? A quiet car ad? Only one I can think of is Matthew McConaughey. I've been doing some research online. My lease is up on my Subaru Impreza at the end of September, and I've already made the final payment. So I've been looking around. It's like, do I buy out the lease? I like the car. It's been fine. It's only got 25,000 miles on it. But when you have a wife who's a dialysis patient, and you have to get her to dialysis at 5 a.m. even after a snowstorm, having a brand new vehicle with a fresh battery is a good thing. I also like having a full factory warranty. So I know financially leasing's not the smartest option, but it's nice to not have to worry about batteries, to worry about brakes, to worry about tires. So because of Mrs. M's medical condition, I don't really feel comfortable keeping a used car. But I made the mistake of doing a lot of online research about lease promotions and checking Edmunds for ratings. I can't look at any PC anywhere for more than 10 seconds without getting 20 car ads shoved in my face now. It's
What has become of our lords in the east?
oppressing. So I actually had a wireless headset on at the office, and I walked away from my cube and I left my computer running while I went to the bathroom up the hall with the headset still on my head. And as I'm walking into the bathroom, I just hear this music start playing. I'm like, oh, there's the Acura ad again.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
Yeah, that happened to me with faucets. I was looking at some faucets because I needed to replace one.
Yeah.
And just for weeks afterwards, it was like faucets. Like,
well, and what's funny about it, one of the reasons they do that, and if you ever buy anything online, you'll get ads for a week after you bought something shoved in your face. Because when they're trying to sell ads, one of the metrics that they use to potential advertisers is 78% of people bought within 48 hours of seeing this ad. Well, yeah, if you're showing the ad to people who just bought the product, they're pretty likely to have bought within the last 48 hours. I mean, it's so stupid the way they push the ads, but it's like if you buy something, they will advertise it to you after the fact just to help their metrics.
they seem to have a fundamental problem with the whole cause and effect thing.
It's one of those, lies, damn lies, and statistics situations. Let's improve our statistics with a damnable lie. Singer says, better than having the headset on while bio in the middle of a team call. That would be bad. Fortunately, I've never done that. I did accidentally log on to a very large Teams call while I was in the men's room. And fortunately, I was done with what I was doing in there, and I just picked my phone up off the shelf and logged in. And it was pointed up at the ceiling. And then I walked out of the bathroom and was going down the hall, and a bunch of these people were messaging me, earthquake, earthquake, because it looks like the whole world's shaking when you're walking with your phone. And I was like, huh, what? Oh, sorry, camera shouldn't have been on. Oh, we have to murder some people, that's right.
Well, you have to listen to a bit of a story.
Okay. And Emily Maston is the new event coordinator for Make-A-Wish Nebraska in Omaha. She's Lauren's replacement. And she actually moved to Phoenix and does her job remotely. So it's like, I live in Phoenix, Arizona, but I'm the event coordinator for Nebraska. It's like, okay. But we had a video conference call with her at our planning meeting last month, and she's the one who arranges the wish recipient family to come out and talk to us during the air show. And Bacchus checking in. Hello, Bacchus. Terrion Green says, have a nice day. Thank you, Terrion. Doing good, Bacchus. How are you doing?
The day is just starting.
Yeah, it's still dark 30 where Bacchus is. Muddling along.
The day is tomorrow. These stewards
What
don't
has
seem to
become of
do
our
a
lords
good
in the
job.
East, I wonder?
Nope. They kind of remind me of Stuart from Beavis and Butthead. They usually end up as victims. Bacchus played some bonus shooty boats with me last night, along with my nephew and Tower. And one of my great joys this week was getting to watch Zinger antagonize my nephew in chat. That was a lot of fun.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies. What has become of our lords in the East, I wonder?
Crossing the threshold. Now we travel to Aerthir.
I wish other women could find a man who makes them as happy as Donnie makes me, smiley face.
Another one of Donnie's fangirls checking in with the donation. Thank you, Donnie's happiest girl. Telling you, Donnie is a chick magnet. It's unbelievable.
Apparently they're all loaded.
Yep. Not fair. He needs to leave some girls for the rest of us. But I'm happy for him, not jealous or envious. Gipio confirms that he is also muddling along. That gets you even closer, Gipio. It's only going to cost you $37.50 to watch me eat balut. It's for the children. I'd have to try Vegemite and try balut and do a stream playing nothing but submarines. Yeah, that's what comes up at 2,000. And 3,000. What was the $3,000 punishment?
Wasn't that the
I do
Vegemite?
not ask much of you.
Then what's the 4,000? Yeah, that Vegemite was 4,000. It's Mad Maggie, submarines. Oh, a Diet Pepsi stream. If we get to $3,000 in funds, I have to do an entire Lotro stream drinking nothing but Diet Pepsi, with a minimum Diet Pepsi quotient of 2 liters.
And you have to drink it straight from the bottle.
That's how I drink everything. Unless I'm drinking from cans like I was earlier.
Was that a regular size can you held up? Or?
Yeah, those are 12 ounces.
Okay.
Meet Jawjacks? Oh, he's on the beach, isn't he?
No, he's in the lighthouse.
Here?
Unless you've already done that. Unless you've already done that part.
He's everywhere.
Yeah. Then you get a summoning item.
He's over by the entrance. By the entrance to the camp.
I'm confused because I don't see the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Singer reminded me, yeah, one of them was Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi is the $3,000 punishment. Only like $87.50 to get him to uninstall Apex. So close. And that was that canned fermented fish that we talked about. I can't remember the name of.
Sarstrumen or something.
There you go.
Pastrami or something?
Not even close, Antler.
To be fair, I don't think mine was very close either.
What sounded to me like he was saying pastrami. Really? You will die a slow, slow death.
Don't we all?
Not always. Some of us get hit by buses. There's an old first-person shooter called Blood, and that was one of the character lines. Do you remember Blood, Freelancer?
I'm that old.
It is particularly funny because one of the other things you could do was light your enemies on fire with a flare gun. That was one of the weapons available.
Actually, one of my favorite Flash games I used to play, and I kind of still do, it's called Interactive Buddy. It's basically like a game where you get to just get things and then just blow things up.
Are we supposed to be coming here to Hatakiba, or am I in the wrong place? No, Jajax rushes
yeah.
to your side. Okay.
I'm already inside. Somebody already rushed in, so
I'm sort of at the gate, so...
Here's a game that would appeal to you then if you like weird weapons. In the Once Human game, I'm sure you've heard of it. One of the best melee weapons is a frozen northern pike.
Nice.
So you got this big frozen fish on your back.
I'll not be ignored.
Who misses Flash games?
Will you let me speak my piece?
I think the only Flash game I played was Ren and Stimpy's Crazy Cannon.
I think I played slime volleyball.
You have these banners to get, or is that another quest I'm on?
I hate to admit it, I am getting sleepy.
You working tomorrow?
Yeah, I work at noon.
All right.
It shouldn't be that bad of a day tomorrow. It's a home game, it's a 2:30 game, and it's supposed to be nice out, so... I'm hoping that mitigates things, but then I'm also hoping that we get some people. So.
Yeah, if you're busy, it makes the day go faster. Bacchus, would you make a note to yourself that Antler is not coming out to the air show this year? And just remind me of that periodically throughout the next 12 months. Even though he only lives 10 minutes away.
Maybe I had to come up with the punishment for myself. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Good night, Antler.
Good night.
Did I get all of my half trolls? Nope, looks like I might need one more.
I was ready to go after Chajax.
He did not make it. Bottle of ale. Bottle of ale. More boats to vandalize.
Don't go in the water. I almost died in it.
That's a lot of boats to sabotage. Singer says, don't worry, I'm saving all the block essences for you. Singer, thank you.
Block, evade, and parry. Yeah.
Well, evade or parry might be useful on a burglar. Block, not so much. Bunch of half trolls. Here's Corsair Pillage.
Tell me what you need or move along.
I hate when you go into a session play as a level 100 character and all of those intro quests come up as alerts. Like, really?
Yep.
And you can't even take them anyway because you're not a real character.
I think it's time to go up the hill.
To fetch a bill.
Well, there's somebody else here.
They don't have Jajax, so.
I feel bad for him.
Get off the 10 Jajax. Jajax might be stuck up on a tent.
That's okay. Oh, Jajax. There you go. Come on down, Jajax.
Come on down.
Why are you bothering me?
You have one. A brother.
Completed Quests of Lebanon.
Do you need this guy?
Yeah, probably. Or not. No, I guess I didn't. And I'm trying to figure out why I'm intoxicated.
Yeah, they intoxicate you
Yeah.
as part of the quest. They're like, "Hey, thanks for doing our quest. Here's some booze without consent."
We're standing too close to Jajax.
That could be.
The contact buzz.
You
Contact buzz.
smelt his breath.
Are there two other people to defeat?
They were down in the lower part.
Oh, I must not have had the quest then.
You should have gotten the quest from Jajax.
This is his brother?
Yep.
I don't have that either. It's possible that you guys killed him and I wasn't close enough.
Oh, maybe.
No, I killed him. I killed those two before you even got here.
Well, to quote Maggie from Caddyshack, "Tanks for nuttin'."
They should have been respawned by the time you got here, is what I mean.
That's all right. Marcus is picking up on the tunes from the Drunkard Corsair. Yeah, I just don't see him.
Who are you looking for?
Two of the other named Corsair captains. They're supposed to be down here.
They're like mixed in with the other.
Yeah,
mobs.
I know. I'm looking through the camps.
I see Curry. He's in front of me.
Okay. Oh, I see Ralhat then too.
Clear path.
Let me get Ralhat and I'll come find you. Oh good, Jajax dragged somebody over with him too.
Thanks, Jajax.
Okay, and you're by the other one.
Why are you bothering me? I do not ask much.
Search for Jajax's brother.
Did I come? Yeah, I came in time to get stunned.
you like rushed in just as he went smash.
Oh, they get me every time. They don't like champs. They think we're chumps.
Indigo says Ackerman is up the hill. I think we have already taken out Ackerman first. We just need to go find Jajax's brother, who we also walked past already. No, my problem is when I was walking past where those other lieutenants spawned, I think they'd just all been killed previously.
This is intolerable.
Hmm. Well, that's the stupid horn.
No, that's a stupid horn.
I'll not be ignored.
Oh, session play. Hooray.
You get kill a wraith.
Now Ginger, or Inquiring Minds, says she's going to go visit her pillow for the few hours. Good night, Inquiring Minds. Have a good weekend.
Now fearing for the fate of the Corsairs, Doxamat, the brother of Jarjax, recalls his dread in Dor Enaniel when he observed the meeting of the Scourge and a terrible man.
What is this world coming to?
And there we go. The Scourge got yelled at by the Black Blade of Lebanon.
Did you notice he killed the eyewitness as he walked away?
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them, just because he was in the way.
One of them. Yeah.
Tell me what you need or move along.
Hmm.
You need to visit the task force again.
Yeah.
This is intolerable.
We're supposed to go all the way back to Lynn here?
Yep.
Anybody have a port?
Just a milestone.
Then I guess I'm hoofing it.
There's that, and the fact that you're no longer in a fellowship.
Oh. Because we all had to go solo in order to do the session play.
So yeah,
Nothing
Corbin,
to
kid, you're the party leader for the two of us. You want to invite the others. I think
Well,
they
I'm
should
in
be done
another-
with all of it. What?
No, there's another one after
Oh,
we
there
get to
is?
Lynn here. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I mean, the only thing we need to really regroup up on for now is the warband, and I can share those.
Is there a 4-man something or other?
No.
I'm in an angle bed. I assume you head back here after you're done a few things.
Yeah, I think we pick up the roving threats there, actually. Once they're unlocked. Pukajik loves this music. The music and sound effects in Lord of the Rings Online are really a cut above just about any other game I can think of. I can't tell you how many times I've been playing Lotro and I've had to take my headphones off so I could figure out if it's raining in game or actually raining outside my window. And whenever I go through Forakel, they have the sound of ice breaking clear off in the distance that's just absolutely terrific ambient sound effect. Like, man, that is so good. That might be unique just to that region. I don't know, I've heard it in any of the other icy areas.
No, not that I know.
There's plenty of snow and frost in other regions, but no other icebergs or glaciers.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Sons of the Usurper. Mired in filth, guarding the crossing.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
So Sons of the Usurper looks like a new quest.
Yes, that's the one that's linked to Lebanon.
Okay. And that's why you said we had another solo quest coming
After learning of Azgazor's whereabouts in Lebanon,
I'm in that one right now.
Erhard and
Actually, I
Helen
don't know for
rally at
sure
your
that it's
side to
solo.
avenge
It's
Garvia,
possible we could have
as
done it
Jarjax
together.
prepares to deal a devastating blow to the heirs of Castamere before they can lead Umbar to ruin.
These are troublesome times indeed.
You've been here before.
Pew-pews must die.
You make a good pin cushion.
Pukajik says, Forakel reminds me of my native homeland of Canada.
They have roving threats in Canada?
Oh yeah, plenty of them. Free and spook horses. Pukajik says, I live on Cape Breton Island. Looks just like the Shire.
I grew up in a place that looks surprisingly like the Shire.
Flatten.
I grew up in New Zealand, so it's not a coincidence that it kind of looks like the Shire, at least as portrayed in the movies.
Since the Shire was literally the next town over for you? Most of you are probably aware, but the Hobbiton movie set has been kept open as a tourist attraction and I believe a hotel. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't been in touch with New Zealand for a long time, but I've heard such things.
It was a general question for chat. I figured somebody would know.
What is this world coming to?
I know it's a big tourism draw.
What does the penthouse look like for the whole Hobbit Hotel?
Well, and a lot of Game of Thrones was shot in Croatia. In fact, King's Landing is based on a coastal town in Croatia And that's turned into quite the tourist destination, too.
Periodically, everybody gets incinerated.
Hopefully not.
New Zealanders, even more than Brits, seem to pick on Americans for saying Z instead of Z. And I'm like, fine, let's start calling it New Zealand.
Well, but it was from Dutch. So Zeeland was from Dutch, where they don't pronounce it Zedland.
I know. It's just... it's not a theologically accurate thing.
Well, one of the nicknames that New Zealanders have for New Zealand is Godzone, which is like a contraction of God's own country or something like that. But it's just like the God Zone.
Now, see, that's the same thing that I'm talking about. You're applying the soft S sound of the first word as the start of the second. I still can't find it. Or the unofficial term.
To know.
Now, when you put two words together as a single word, that's a portmanteau. That's a different thing.
All together?
Yeah. Why?
Is all together a portmanteau?
It is. Whether intentionally or not.
I've got a problem.
Pretty good if you're down to one.
That's true. I thought I was going to burn out.
You're on fire.
Yeah, I was almost dead. That was very close.
You're out now.
Literally.
How may I help you, friend?
I was able to click my repair party just in the nick of time to quench the fire.
Gonna tell him.
Oh, that's nice. It just automatically transports you back to Ostanglebed.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
And so I had this friend named Rick, who, well, let's ascribe to him some of the attributes of Antler.
Okay.
And I very,
He doesn't
very
attend
often
the air show?
Was these days.
very often was having to tell him
There's a weight
to,
on my mind.
What has become of our lords in the east,
stop
I
talking.
wonder?
But in a much stronger form. And I would always include his name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say, "Shut up, Brick."
With a proper pause.
Gondor needs your aid.
No, like his name was Uprick. Oh, that's quite the bobble, isn't it?
Okay, so according to Wiki, once you've done Sons of the Usurper and you have acquaintance standing, then you should be able to do the roving threats.
Yeah, I was able to get them.
Oh, where?
It's
okay. Back in
yeah.
Ost
When we
of
finished
Engelbed.
the battle, we got ported straight to Ost Engelbed, and then the quests were able to be picked up.
Yep, the 2 quest givers there have all kinds of stuff for you, including the roving threads.
And more. Do you want to just wait and do those with Bria on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. 1 o'clock here.
All right. I am willing to keep forging ahead because it's for the children.
Well, we could do the warband.
Also true. I kind of would like to do Shataz tonight just for old time's sake. Then if I play with He Who Shall Not Be Named on Tuesday, I can let him know. Hey, guess what we did on Friday night? We went and wrecked Shataz.
Well, if you should regroup first. Oh,
Where at?
well,
Pelican or Ost Engelbed?
Shataz is pretty close to West Pelargir.
Yeah, he's not too far away.
Got a horse right here.
And Salinity just drove away from there.
Well, I wasn't sure if the quest was shareable or not.
It is. And I have it. And Vilosh.
Oh, Luriak. That one's tough
That's
to
an
solo.
RT.
Okay.
Orvin could either pass leadership to me or else invite those guys.
Okay, how do I pass leadership?
Right-click Fellowship,
Yeah.
and then there should be an option for transfer leadership. Or actually, you click on the name, the portrait of the person, and then you do right-click Fellowship.
Oh, I don't think I can sell that armor piece. I'm like, why is it not showing up? Yeah, there's no... I think I'll hang on to it for now. Thank you.
This fellowship stuff is all new to me. I played for many years solo.
I know it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't like being leader. Or led. You look like we're ready to go on the quest.
Well, I'm perfectly comfortable being leader, but if I'm leading, I'm going to lead. And if people don't follow, that becomes annoying. It's a military thing. Oh. What is it that you're actually doing, Ed?
Inventory management.
Ah.
Sorry.
Are throwing axes any good, other than, to replace a bow? Or do some classes not have a bow to attract attention.
Yeah, if you're I'm trying to think which classes, captain and burglar. They're just good to have to draw aggro from a distance if you need to.
You can't use a bow because I think a bow does.
No. Captains and burglars can't use bows. Throwing
Okay.
axes are.
Oh, I mean, captain can use a bow.
Can they? I didn't think a captain could equip
No.
one.
No,
Wow.
they can't.
He can summon an archer.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
Sorry. Wow, a snowflake just went by.
I gotta love the West Mnet tier of crafting. You know, each craft only has like 3 different recipes. Throwing hatchets or brooches or something else.
Yeah, they're
What
pretty
is it?
useless.
And what it's Lure has brooches and one other thing.
Brooches are jewelers.
What's that? I said jewelry, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't catch the first part of that. Let's see, how many recipes are there?
I mean, Taylor has full sets of armor, light and medium. And clothes. Oh, I should,
Well, they can craft burglars' tools. I hope they can sew burglar signals as well, can't they?
West Mnet, yeah, burglar signals. Taylors don't do tools. Metal.
Oh, okay. All right. Inventory has been managed. Task items have been turned in. I have eaten on camera.
Fishing. Fishing?
I haven't fished or crafted yet. Let's go get Shataz.
Well, yeah, let's get Shataz and then I'll tell you how you can go fishing as a quest. Fishing for pikes. Who issues that? Is that in Airthere? One of the dailies. One of the rep dailies.
Yeah, I think it's
fishing off the
Airthere.
southern docks of Pelargir for pike.
That's the exact same path I took through the river and ended up swimming. I'm jealous.
I'm riding a full-sized horse and not a dachshund.
You know, there was So did the stable not work for you from Mustanglebed to West Pelargir?
No.
Probably quicker cross country.
Yeah. Without swift travel, it might be faster this way.
Anybody got eyes on Shataz?
I've got the quest, so we're sitting here at the gate of the city.
Oh, okay. I was just out circling around where I normally find him. I will ride to the gate of the city.
Oh, is that the annoying one near Hatta Kabir?
He's between. Usually. Oh.
The one that always shows up out of nowhere when you're going to do your daily.
Well, I guess it's not shareable. It looks like it should be shareable. Guess we have to get closer. But follow me. This is the way. I mean, you were heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I didn't see him over here. I was kind of
Should
surprised.
be there.
Yeah, he's right in front of me. But I'm not getting the quest pop-up.
That's weird.
Bottle? Better a bottle in front of me than a frontal bottom. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Huh.
Shataz.
To the north. You know when everybody's got the quest.
Got it.
Bird, go away. That's the only thing that makes this warband of pain is the landscape critters.
The collateral enemies that hop in.
All right. Here goes. Got rewriter.
Got that? Oh.
Alright, Shataz is vulnerable.
Come here.
Hmm?
Hold still, you.
Shataz did not make it.
He's the easy one. Deloche is harder. And that's to the northeast. I mean, he's not the easiest one. The easiest one is Derek. That's a solo creature. Half orc or something like that. Over east of Air there. That one's rated solo.
Now where are we going? You guys want to do all the war bands?
And won't take long.
Okay. I just don't want to be keeping Forbin Kid up past his bedtime. I knew Shataz was nearby and easy to find.
Well, I like to stay up late, but I don't like sleeping past supper.
Fair enough.
Here he is.
Yeah, this guy gave me trouble when I was soloing. Just
Yeah, you're not going to
he come
solo
after.
this one.
Yeah, he just came after me out of nowhere. And I didn't know what they were. Whoops.
I guess I should probably take the quest.
Have we started it yet?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have cut away one crowd.
Well, that's probably going to do me in. Damn it. It was like, I need the hips, and Vilash, as soon as I got dehorsed, man, he was on top of me. He's just stuck right to me, too. If I revive for free, I'm just going to get murdered again. I'm going to have to ride back.
Give me a moment. No.
It's okay. I already did. Too late.
Oh.
I'm just right outside of Pelargir. I'm not too far away.
We won't kill them till you get back.
Thank you. Singer says, do I really want to do Osgiliath? I like Osgiliath.
Yeah. Yes, do it.
I actually have the quest active to find Faramir's crew in the culvert.
And got me through.
Trying to take a swing at me. Go. Where's this other minion?
He's here. Got him about
I don't
2/3
see him.
down.
There he is. Foot. Okay.
Balash did not make it. Somebody needs to settle that goat down, though.
In Moria, you can use a goat or a warthog. Are there any other things? There's a one of those figures. That's a reward.
Boars and goats.
Okay.
So the third warband is actually a little ways southeast of Lynn here. Like I say, that one's rated solo. We could choose to not do that. As a matter of fact, that one made me kindred.
Sorry, where is this third one?
Southeast of Lynn here. Way west of here.
Yeah,
Down by the water.
Let's go ahead and park it. Otherwise, I'm going to feel like doing another air show promotion. We'll save it for Wednesday.
I'm going to use my new milestone with me. Got to use it
How may I help
often
you, friend?
to justify it.
My next reputation. Here's the silly.
I think I can stay awake long enough to craft and to do a little fishing. I thought there was crafting down here. I'm like, am I missing something? I'm usually missing something.
Usually a Coke Zero.
Oh, I'm always missing Coke Zero.
Everything is available somewhere in Pelargia.
What Donald Trump plans to do.
Definitely want to wait for the video to come back. And I will tug at everybody's heartstrings one last time tonight.
Above Omaha, as our Marlar Lundak reports. The airplane enthusiasts and spectators in West Omaha also served a much larger purpose.
Despite a windy day in the metro,
Smaller things don't fly as well in the wind, obviously.
the Omahawks Radio Control Club welcomed hobbyists, beginners, and fans to the runway for their Labor Day air show.
If it flies and it's remote control, that's our club.
It's an event that's been happening for the past 44 years. Every year, it brings new pilots and new flights. And every year, you'll find Skip Brown here.
My dad and I joined together in about 67, and I soloed when I was 10 and 68.
Brown has been an avid flyer ever since, and it's always been a family affair.
My sons
Uh-oh,
fly.
did we lose somebody?
We taught them to fly. They wanted
That might
to
have
do
been
it, and
Forbin
my
Kid dropping
grandsons
out.
want to. So that'll be 4th generation.
No, I'm
The
still
air
here.
show is free,
okay.
but funds from raffle ticket and food stand sales all go to the Nebraska Make-A-Wish Foundation.
They were a huge help to us when he was battling cancer and going through treatment. To have something to look something positive to look forward to was just hugely important.
Marshall Clark is a stage 4 kidney cancer survivor. He and his dad, Travis, come to the air show to support other families like theirs.
We know what the struggles are like, and so being able to do anything to help other people who are going through the struggle is a huge help.
They say support from the community and the Omahawks is inspiring.
You know, them being out here and being so generous with their money, they're literally granting a wish today of a child who's going through a life-threatening illness, and that's just huge. It's huge.
On your side at Standing Bear Lake, Marlo Lundak, 6 News.
There you go. So that's the Labor Day Air Show. We raise money for Make-A-Wish, and it is all happening on Monday. You guys have already been very generous to contribute. It is greatly appreciated. But if you haven't had a chance to donate yet, you still have time. You can click that link, and that will use the tip tool through Streamlabs. If you don't have a Streamlabs account or don't want to use that particular tool, you can just go to my Twitch homepage. There's the link for that. And use the donate link. And either way, all of the money will be going to Make-A-Wish of Nebraska through the Omahawks RC Flying Club. I will not be keeping a plug nickel. You guys have been very generous again this year. $1,250 is a terrific effort, and I very much appreciate it. You can donate with Visa, with MasterCard, with PayPal. They both take a array of different payments. So again, very much appreciate it, and especially folks who've donated from outside of the United States. I have a pretty good idea where some of Donnie's girlfriends are donating from, and it is not from North America. So thank you, Donnie's girlfriends. But yeah, you guys have been terrific, and I appreciate it. So if you guys want to keep the good times rolling and donate, I appreciate that. We will be wrapping up here shortly, but I will be on this weekend as well. Probably Apex tomorrow, maybe something else. Definitely World of Warships on Sunday. We did qualify for a naval battle again this week, so hopefully we've already got some work in on that. And yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. Maybe the other side was the side I needed to fish from. Let's go see. Now we got pretty big railing everywhere, don't we? Well, no, I can get down here. Okay. If you are not fishing Middle Earth, you are not exploring Middle Earth. What? I suppose I die if I jump in the water? Nope. Okay. There we go. Golden mullet. I got a game fish on the very first cast. But my thanks tonight to Egarther, to Freelancer, and to Forbin Kid for joining me. We got some good work done getting those last 3 roving threats unlocked. Hunting those warbands was a good time. Most importantly, we killed a lot of orcs and half-trolls and corsairs, and that's always a good thing. Okay, I don't think we killed any orcs. What was my other catch? A largemouth bass. So, I normally say it's 3 things to catch, but I've run out of pack space. We'll throw that one shattered spear overboard just so I can get one more fish. Maiden of Rohan, later simply MJ, asked me what qualifies as fishing on stream. Said at least 3 casts and at least 3 catches. You gotta reel 3 things in and then you fished for being on stream. So that was a rule I made up, so I'll abide by it. And it was a pike. Now I have to figure out how to get out of here. Boop. And now I'm in Ethring. So there we go. All right, I'm definitely going to call it a night now, but you don't have to go home. You just can't stay here. Let's see, who else is streaming Lotro? We got Strawbell. We've got Potino Bowen. We've got Sleepy Dog TV. Jules Quest is streaming Lotro. Lyrian is streaming Lotro. Professor Deecher G is on. She's playing The Quarry. Normally streams Lotro. She streams a lot of Lotro, in fact. Who else is on? Tux Ramus is streaming Lotro. Herky Mad is streaming Lotro. No French Girl Gaming. Let's go raid Herky Mad. Herky Man's from Finland. He does speak English. He is fun to hang out with, and one of my favorite things about raiding him is the jump scare. He will pop out of his chair when his raid alert goes off, and it's always fun to watch. So have a great weekend, everybody, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to most of you again before it's over. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, Arthur.
Customer?
Stay and have some tea.